Hey guys, how's it going? So, it's now come to this. We finally made it to Friday, or well, yeah, pretty much. We finally made it to Friday after a very, very long week working at Waste Management. Now, of all the stories that I've told you, just think about this. You work two of the longest routes in the entire division. You have a pretty nice Monday route that you could finish at around 4 or 5. A Tuesday route that's near impossible to finish on time if unless you have two other guys and you start with a completely empty truck. That's not a shit truck. A Wednesday route that's very, very nice, get done fairly quickly. A Thursday route that's a little annoying when you have a truck full of recycling and you get done either sometime before sunset or maybe at 8 or so. You finally get to Friday and you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to get done at 1 o'clock. I'm not going to help anybody out because I don't know where everybody's routes are. I might pick up like maybe 5 other stops on the way back and then get home at around 2. Get back to the shop at around 1:30 and literally be home by 2. So Friday routes used to be the best fucking day of the week. Or at least before they decided to put me in a side loader. So I don't really know what the thought process was for this because I was not trained to drive a side loader. I was trained to drive a rear loader. And the difference between a side loader and a rear loader is that you're pretty much all alone in a side loader. In a rear loader, you're with one other guy or two other guys that you have to either be responsible for, get out and help. A side loader, and especially on a recycling route, that in a rear loader would literally um, finish a lot easier, a lot faster, and it's more manageable. Or at least to me personally, as a truck driver. So they put me in a side loader. They my my mentor Don had was just sitting there like, well, they had no other choice. We have no other choice. I don't know why they're not putting you with somebody else in the small truck because I'm usually in this small the smallest truck that they had there at the dump. I don't know why they didn't put me in that truck, but Don was just sitting here like I don't know why, but they want me to teach you to drive a side loader. And it was basically very, very similar to just driving on the opposite side of the truck, basically. Except you have lower power on the right side, and eventually I'll get to like teach myself how to drive standing up, and then getting off, get the can or bucket or whatever and throw it in. Now go to show that I actually got pretty darn good driving a side loader. But again, because I was in a side loader all alone, taking my 30-minute breaks whenever, or yeah, taking my 30-minute break when I usually do, when I get done with at least the majority of the route. And this was before doing this big freaking neighborhood where I had to pick up literally every freaking can. The first time I was in side loader, I reached that neighborhood when it was getting ready to go sunset. So I reached that neighborhood at around 6 to 7 o'clock. Sun's starting to go down. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm not going to finish this. I need to get back at least before 8. And I'm so freaking frustrated at this point that I'm trying to call my mentor. He can't help out because he's not there anymore. I call my boss, which she can't help out because nobody is going to help me out this late when everybody's either finishing up their routes or already going home. I do remember at one point where she was pretty much like, you're the only one that's out there that hasn't finished that route by now. And, it's very, very frustrating, especially when you're trying to get somebody to hurry up and finish this fairly easy Friday route in a side loader of all trucks. Not to mention, it takes me about 2 minutes to switch over to begin with because I have to grab my tablet. There's nowhere to put my tablet. There's nowhere to mount my tablet onto. I also have to keep it charged because there's no charger for it in the side loader. So no charger, nowhere to mount it, nowhere to really put this tablet. So I'm forced to use my own phone charger to charge the tablet. And when my phone started to get down to around 50 to 40%, my phone became priority. Unfortunately, the tablet just would not charge. Or at least that certain tablet that I had with me. I don't know why it wouldn't charge. But it would stay powered, just wouldn't charge. The battery would stay the same. It just refused to charge. So I don't know if it was problem of the tablet or the problem of the charger or just simply the fact that the truck. I don't know. I really don't know. But I had to choose between my tablet and my phone, and I'm sorry, but my phone becomes priority when it's low on battery. Especially when I'm in the middle of an area that I don't recognize. The only thing I recognize about the area is Georgia Highway 400 goes to 285, and I could take 285 all the way back to where I needed to go. Back to the dump. I don't remember the way back. I'm definitely not going to use a tablet. I'm going to use my freaking phone. Eventually, I memorized the route so that I wouldn't have to so I wouldn't have to use the interstate at all, which was very useful. So, there's that. I didn't want to get on the interstate, especially on Friday afternoon Atlanta traffic where I know it's going to be bumper to bumper traffic. But they put me in a side loader anyways because they thought it'd get done faster. They thought, oh, well, he gets done at 1 o'clock anyways with him and somebody else. Let's just put him in the side loader and hope for the best. So I didn't even reach the main area of that big neighborhood, and I was just sitting here calling, hey, I'm not going to get this neighborhood. And the first thing she started to tell me, she being my boss, started to tell me, well, then I guess you're going to have to get it Monday. And I told her, are you kidding me? Monday? When I have to go all the way to freaking all the way over there. I was getting ready to say the city name, but uh, I can't remember what I gave the city name before. So you want me to go all the way to Alpharetta and then go all the way to my Monday route after I potentially dump whatever is in my Friday route or whatever. Nah, just mix it. She honestly expected me to go all the way to my Friday route. When Monday came, I pretty much told her I was not going to go all the way down there because if I did, then there was no way I was going to finish my Monday route. I could tell she got pretty pissed off. I could really, really tell. She just turned me around and said, go do your Monday route then. I think that was pretty much the downfall. That pretty much began the downfall. I got treated pretty well, I wouldn't say pretty bad, but I feel like I got treated pretty bad at that point after I told her that I was not going to get my Friday route because there was no way I was going to get the Friday route and finish my Monday route. Why didn't you finish your Friday route? Because you expected me to get and learn how to drive a side loader just like that. You expected me to get into this truck that, by the way, has less space than a rear loader and is mainly used for recycling. I guess that's the only reason why, is because it's mainly used for recycling. You don't put me with another guy. You put me in a truck that I'm not experienced with. And you expected me to get done at 2 p.m. That pretty much began the downfall. I was pretty much expected from that point forward to keep using the side loader. Even worse, they put me on a side loader for 3 weeks in a row for Monday routes, which is a trash route for one, and a route that really doesn't need a side loader. But they put me in one because, oh, well, you don't really need another guy, even though you finish at around 4 or 5 p.m. anyways. So you don't need an extra guy. It's a very short, very, scattered route that's mostly to one side, which is where she was wrong. It wasn't mostly to one side. And it wasn't just a short route. It's not a short route. You expect me to get a side loader and to really know what the heck I'm doing. And even after I got what's his name fired, I think she was mostly pissed off because of that. That I just had to report this guy getting drunk on the job, passed out, and then having him get fired. Even though that was out of my control. Then you have me forcing me to do this Tuesday route, and then forcing me with a recycling truck on Thursday, so I'd have to get done at around 8, even with 2 other people, even though we're saying we got to get done with this route, and I'm telling them there's just no way we're going to get done with recycling in the back of this truck. It doesn't matter, we'll just mix it and call it trash. Yeah, but we can get in trouble for that. What can we do? What could we do? There was really nothing we can do. This was the point where I was about to call a guy in Florida. Now, this guy works for Waste Management. He is he's one of the instructors there at the Waste Management Training School. He gave everybody his number specifically for if we had any kind of questions about what we're allowed to do and what we're not allowed to do. At that school, they also gave us an email and another number so that we can call Waste Management or someone at corporate or email them or whatever and tell them what's going on. I was very, very close. And to this day, I still don't know why I didn't do it. I don't even have the number anymore. I don't have the email anymore. Hell, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get my freaking W-2 because they haven't even sent it to me. And here we are in March. Taxes are due middle of next month. I still don't have my W-2. I still have to do my taxes, so what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Tomorrow I will, if not tomorrow, then Friday, or at least I'll start to talk about my final weeks leading up to my termination. So, whatever. I'm going to try to contact Waste Management sometime today. See if I can't figure out what their corporate number is so I could call and ask where my W-2 is. So, after all of that nonsense, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. If you're new to the channel and you like this content, leave a subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.